Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I am Doneshia Fyffe, and here on my channel I pretty much just share all things fitness and nutrition as it relates to simplicity. I know how overly complicated, is that a thing? Overly complicated? Because I say that a lot. I know how complicated it can be to just simply try and get healthy at any stage in your life, and I struggle a lot in the beginning of my journey, and I still have my struggles, as you're going to hear in this video, but I am here to help you guys out along the way so you don't have to make the same mistakes that I made. So with that, today's video is going to be on my experience with the 100 squats a day for 10 days challenge. So I've seen this challenge all over YouTube for a few years now, and pretty much the concept is if you do these 100 squats a day for 10 days, you're going to grow your booty. Now let me add a disclaimer here. I am a certified personal trainer, so I know the realities and the delusions of some of these challenges that I see online. However, I feel like every single challenge is helpful because it is a challenge and it has its own benefits. So let's talk about my experience. I started this challenge in the beginning of February. And what I did was I incorporated it into my warm-up before each of my workouts. So no matter what I was working on that day, I still made sure that I did 4 sets of 25 squats mixed into my warm-up for whatever workout that day. So that actually worked out better for me. And then there were a few times where it wasn't a workout day, so I had to just do them while I was watching TV, and I do have a clip to show you guys of me watching TV, busting down a bunch of squats. So I did it every single day. I skipped one day because I don't remember why. I think I was just tired. My body was tired. I just didn't want to do the 100 that day, or I forgot. I think it's more of I forgot than anything. And so the very next day I did 200 instead, which probably wasn't the best idea, but that's neither here nor there. Actually, it kind of is. So if you skip a day, would I recommend you do 200 on the next day? Yeah, sure, why not? So I wrote down a couple of things. So if you see me looking down, this is why. So my primary benefits, the benefits that I see from this 100 squats for 10 days situation. This is not a training regimen by any stretch of the imagination. It's just a little something. I'm gonna just call it that. So my benefits is that it helped me identify some of my issues with my form. I do favor my right side because I am right-handed, so I favor my right side a lot, and I realized after doing this challenge how much I started to favor my right a whole lot more. So I actually started to see so many issues with my form and favoring my right side so much that I am now going back and retraining myself on a unilateral basis, which is one side of my body, training pretty much my left side a little bit harder than what I'm training my right side right now, just to give myself proper balance. My balance had to be off at least a little bit before it happened. I just really started to notice it after maybe, I don't know, six days of doing this challenge. So that's one. It's going to help you identify any issues that you have in your form. And if you have, I can't even get the words out. If you have issues with your form, correct them as soon as you notice them. Find out how to correct them. Seek professional help. Ask a friend. Look for a YouTube video. Correct any issues that you may have. Let me go faster because I don't want this to be too long. So the next thing is that it helps you create a habit. If you're someone who doesn't work out regularly, doing this challenge kind of reminds you every day to do something active. And then after the 10 days, I hope that you will keep up with something a little bit more active. You don't have to keep doing 100 squats every single day, but it could be that you took a walk around the block in the morning before you got your day started, or you decided to get a gym membership and actually go to the gym and things like that. It helps you just to create a habit of being a little bit more active physically, especially if you sit a lot. The next thing is that, like I said, I use it as a warm-up. It's really good for a warm-up, especially if you are doing a leg day. If you're not doing a leg day, you're just doing like back or chest or arms, or you might only be doing abs that day. The thing that I really like is that when you're doing squats, you're engaging so many muscles in your body that it gives you an overall warm-up and an extra calorie burn. So that's why I like it. I like to burn a few extra calories. And then the last thing I have is that it creates endurance in your glutes. So one of the things, if you're going to eventually start to weightlift or use any type of resistance, having endurance in any muscle that you're going to train with weights is like the best thing you could possibly have, because if you have endurance, it's like running. If you can run a long distance, it's gonna help your lungs to be a little bit stronger for you to sprint the 100-yard dash. Get what I'm saying, kind of? If not, I mean, I could explain further, but not in this video. So the downside of this particular challenge, you are doing 100 squats a day for 10 days, and eventually you're gonna start to see that you're sore, especially if you're not someone who works out on a training regimen that's 5 or 6 days a week. You're going to find that you are gonna be sore. And I mean, I guess that's okay. You can foam roll it out, you can stretch, and you know, you'll be fine. But the thing that you're not necessarily going to see, and this is a thing that everyone is expecting to see after these 10 days, is you're not going to see your booty grow in any astronomical way at all. And the reason is because you're not using any type of resistance. For your muscles to grow in your booty, you need to have some type of resistance. That could be a resistance band, it could be an ankle weight, it could be a barbell, it could be a dumbbell. You just have to add some type of resistance in order for you to grow that muscle. So I said all of this in the whole entire video to say this. I did my measurements before I started this, and I did my measurements after I ended this, and my hips are a ½ inch smaller than they were when I first started. So that kind of gives you an idea right there. Now, I'm not upset about that inch being gone, just because I was also doing other things, all my other training schedule, period. I am overall smaller, I weigh less, and that is totally okay with me. Would I recommend that people do this challenge for the sole purpose of growing their booty? Absolutely not. I would not. I will recommend some other ways. If you're interested in finding out some of those other ways, make sure you leave me a comment below, and I will definitely help you out in that department. But for the sake of this challenge, would I recommend you try the challenge yourself to see what results you get? Absolutely, because every person is different. Our bodies work totally different. You may find out totally different things than what I found out. I mean, you might do this challenge with a resistance band and get some booty growth. That would be nice. And that's all I have for you guys today. This is my experience with the 100 squats a day for 10-day challenge. If there's another challenge you would like me to try and review for you guys before you try it, then leave it down in the comment section below. I'll take a look, do some research before I decide to jump on the bandwagon myself. And I'll check you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.